It helps when the actual camera is like open and pointed in the right direction and all of that good stuff. But hey, what a wonderful Friday afternoon it is. Welcome to the ModMyMods news update. And today we have some information, some fun little poking around that we're going to do, and some good stuff, actually, I think. Hopefully, you guys will appreciate it and enjoy it as much as I will. But again, thanks everybody for joining us and being here today. It is not as hot as it was the past couple days, so luckily I'm not pouring sweat from my face, and luckily I'm still not dying in here, which is good, you know, because I don't know if anybody would actually find me if I was dying in here. Anyways, again, thanks everybody for joining us for the Modern Mods News Update. Today we were going to talk about just a couple of things here and there and a little rant and rave just to start everything off. So why not begin it now? So, unfortunately, I'm sure you guys have heard me rant and rave about Chipotle. And well, DoorDash isn't always the greatest thing in the world either. However, we ordered at 2:50. It is now 4 o'clock. Uh, So, needless to say, Big Kevin's going to have a big phone call after we're done here, and this is ridiculous. Come on, Chipotle, get your head out of your ass. This is it's unbelievable. I don't understand what is going on that takes so long to just bring it on over. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, today we got an email from the Computex Taipei, the actual place that does the distribution and exhibiting and stuff like that. And unfortunately, Computex has been canceled until next year. They were going to do a reschedule for it during September, but honestly, I think it was probably a better idea not to do that, considering I don't know how many people would actually have gone. So, you know, who knows? Um, but they did release the dates for next year, which is June 2020, from the 1st to the 5th. I am hoping that we can all be there. I am planning on being there. Joe's planning on being there. I think we're bringing Brony as well. We're going to try and all make it down there and have a wonderful time. It would be really, really nice to see some of our friends that are overseas that we don't always get to see. So we'll go to the Nan Gang Exhibition Center in the hall. Obviously, if we can make it there. And yes, hopefully. Well, Stells, nice for joining us. Maven, thank you for joining us. Travis, maybe. I hope. I mean, it would hope. I would hope. Will Martin. I don't know if I will subscribe to that, but we'll see. Depends. But we'll see what I can do. But I'm hoping Travis you'll be there because I mean, well, you've worked with all these friggin' companies, so I would imagine they would have you there. But that is unfortunate news. But again, we will see what happens in the next coming year. So, uh, on top of that, that's pretty much all I got for exhibitions and events that are happening. That's the one update that I do have. The next thing that I got is Oris finally hit 1 million followers. I'm pretty sure this is on their actual Instagram page that they hit 1 million followers, which is pretty cool. Congratulations to them. But on top of that, they're actually doing a giveaway as well. You don't have to really do a whole heck of a lot. All you got to do is follow them and then post and tag, and well, basically all of the information is here. But you could win. Whoa, grand prize is the monitor I just bought. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I I I mean, I don't need another one, but one of those monitors is definitely awesome. So make sure you just go give them a like, a follow, a share, and all that type of stuff. You can get actually more information from the PCMR Twitter page that actually has another giveaway that's going on. I don't know if this is the same giveaway. It's a different giveaway, but the giveaway that's on PCMR is actually for a Intel 10900K. I think that's how people are saying it now. The new i9, as well as the new Aorus Z490 Extreme motherboard. So that is pretty dope. You can enter to win that, and if you go to the PCMR page, boom, lovely Pedro. I love that guy. He's so awesome. Pedro has put together a nice little right up here gives you, what you have to do and how you do it. You go to the Gleam link, you click the thing, you do a couple other things. And again, Pedro's awesome. So if you guys don't follow PCMR, make sure you follow that. He's got some funny videos and a lot of cool things that are going on. So speaking of funny things that Pedro talks about, well, Call of Duty Modern Warfare just did another update. Sick? No, not so sick. Because, well, if you have a 256 gig hard drive and, well, the only game that's installed on it is Modern Warfare, you're going to run out of space soon. Okay? It's awful. So if you play multiplayer and Warzone, you don't have enough space. Period. Like, none. Because I'm pretty sure the last update was 38 gigs or something like that. So if you start off with 180, which was what I was at last time, and then you add in that, you're almost at 220 gigs. That's unbelievable for one game. Like, are are you kidding me? I have like an entire Steam library installed on one frickin' hard drive in comparison to this stupid game. But again, brought to you by Pager at PCMR. He's fantastic. Got some good fun stuff there. And you can see all the funny, interesting things that are at official PCMR on the Twitter. On top of that, the other thing that I saw today was that EA Star Wars, because they're doing, well, E3 was supposed to have happened, I think, last week or the week before or something like that. That has kind of been shifted to doing online stuff, which is cool. And they're releasing a bunch of things. So EA is actually talking about releasing Star Wars Squadrons, which would be pretty dope. But I kind of agree with this comment right here. I'd like you to make a Battlefront 3 that's not terrible like Battlefront 2 was, but take what you can get. EA Squadrons. Supposedly this is going to be like an Xbox exclusive first, and then they're going to release it to the other things, but whatever. All of the new exclusivity with the old console peasants is pretty funny. And well, speaking of funny console peasants, let's move on to the next thing, which is, did you see the new piece, the PlayStation 5? It looks terrible. I don't know what they were thinking, but I mean, Thermaltake got their jabs in early, and that's what the PlayStation 5 looks like. And well, if you remember, they had a case that they made that looks oddly familiar, doesn't it? So then I scrolled down, and man, people are just trolling, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. Well, I wonder how bad the trolling actually is. Oh, it's bad. So come along on this journey as we troll the PlayStation 5 for a second. I just went to the one website where it was like, well, here's a collection of some of the funny trolls that are talking about. I mean, people are literally taking. Yeah, I mean, he took two pieces of paper and sandwiched it on a router. That's fantastic. Some of this is fantastic. Some of these memes and this stuff. Oh my god, I didn't see the Donald. Oh my god, the Daffy Duck. Fan. Oh my god, and the Dubai Tower. This is so. This is rough. This is rough. I mean. I'm sorry, guys. This is just too damn funny. And then yes, I saw this one, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, like the mansion in Hollywood. Me too. The PlayStation 2 that's sandwiched in between a 3-ring binder. It's just that's fan. Oh my god, it's bad. So yeah, needless to say, PlayStation 5 is hilarious to look at. Tiny Tom Logan even posted something about it, which was hilarious. So it's just unbelievable what these guys come up with. Nice work. 4 letters make some really fun stuff sometimes. Well, let's go look at something that's not so hideous. Let's look at something that our good friend Zach from Terramuta. Zach. Jesus, why did I call him Zach? It's Nick. Sorry, Nick. Nick from Terrameter Square, who actually is a incredible painter. He does a lot of automotive paint work and does a lot of computer modding as well. I wanted to show you two of these different paints that he's done. This first one here, that is like this gorgeous blue candy coat, that just turned out really good on this case, and it looks fantastic. It really does. But what I was really impressed by is that he actually put this, like, it's called a glossy matte, I think is what the technical term is. But this glossy matte color is just phenomenal, and he put it on a dark base. It's a dark base 700, and he actually did the outside of a straight power 11 power supply as well, and it looks awesome. Now, I didn't see the image in the background, but these are just some of the stuff that he's done and some of the accent pieces that he's put together. I mean, that's the stock cooler that he put together on the graphics card, but some of the accent pieces that he's got going, it just looks really good. So big shout out to him, Nick, again at Terramuta Square. He's got an Instagram page, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. But give him a follow and a like and a share. He's got some pretty neat stuff going on, and again, he's doing builds and he paints stuff and he does mods. And if you remember, this is actually the computer that he put together for the Case Mod World Series in 2019. But again, really cool, really cool stuff. So, um, this was, no, I didn't want to go there. Oh, okay, yeah, I do want to go here though. Notifications? No, I don't want any notifications from PC Gamer. But the one thing I do want to know is that supposedly Battlefield 3 is supposed to be remastered and in the works, which honestly was probably one of the better Battlefields, I thought. They pretty much ruined Battlefield 5 for me, which kind of stinks. Battlefield 3, well, was the one that you could jump out of the plane and shoot the rocket at the other plane, then jump back in the plane, fly off. I was relatively proficient at that. But they're coming out with all of these remastered games, which is kind of neat. However, I would have liked it if they just create something new. Let's stop rehashing the old shit and let's make something new. That'd be cool. So, speaking of new, I was perusing the Steam library, and what I came across was this game called Drift 21. And if any of you are car enthusiasts like myself, drifting can either love it or you hate it. And I am a fan. I do like to drag the rear end around all over the place. Oh, but yes, you're right, Hitman 3. But supposedly it was supposed to be a PS4, 5, 4, whatever PlayStation garbage is coming out, that exclusive. So I'm excited for Hitman 3 too, but if it doesn't come out for PC, I'm going to be sad. And I know Joe, the owner of Mods, is going to also be sad because, well, we want Hitman 3 for sure. But again, if you're a car enthusiast and like drifting, like throwing the back end around like I do, this is actually, it looks pretty good. I think I'm going to actually buy it and download it because, well, first of all, as you can see here, this is a live stream of one of the developers playing the game, which obviously makes him, look really good because, well, he's just able to fly around and pull things apart. But you can actually build motors and put them in your car, and that's actually what he's doing right now. He's assembling different parts of the motor to actually drop into the other car, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, I mean, you have car mechanic simulators, sure, you can build and add and take apart things and stuff like that, but this actually looks pretty cool because you like have to take all of it apart and you can add different pieces to it and actually change the performance of the motor while you're actually putting it together or taking it apart. That's kind of neat. I thought that was kind of cool. Again, I think what I'm going to do is I want to buy this, and then maybe next week we can stream it and you guys can take a look. But I wanted to show you at least the intro here because I have to warn you, the graphics look good when it comes to looking at it, but I haven't actually seen mega gameplay. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Because, I mean, it's not Not terrible. Graphics do look good, but I mean, the music fits. That's for sure. That's pretty cool. Again, it does look pretty neat. I enjoy drifting. The one thing that I will definitely attest to is that the sound in this game is supposed to be really, really good. So, like the different motors, the different, exhaust tones and the intakes and the actual sounds that the turbos make, is supposed to be relatively spot on. So, if any of you own a turbo car or any sort of modified car, you know that a lot of video games are very hit and miss when it comes to the actual sound of the vehicle. Now, this game again is supposed to have really, really good sound. The one thing is that they talk about, where the heck is it? It might not actually be on here. They actually have full support of controllers. Not actual like stick controllers. Yes, of course. But like steering wheels. So like if you have the Thrustmaster, the crazy 4-speed back one, and with the shifter and stuff like that, it's completely supported. Same with the Logitech. I know my buddy Derek has this crazy setup that has the crazy shifter and everything like that, and the clutch pedals that have the springs and all that good stuff. This does support it. And again, it is early access, so there's probably going to be some issues. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. However, they do have some pretty decent looking stuff. Um, again, I haven't seen very much gameplay of it other than the one little spot that you get to drift around. But again, they do some pretty cool stuff. Again, pulling the motor out and messing with it and then slapping it back in there, I think would be kind of neat to do. You know, and I'm that looks like a 4G63 motor right there, which is DSM motor. But again, I could be completely wrong. I'd be interested to see what actual parts are like real and what parts aren't. Because that looks like a BFM intake. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that's definitely a dual overhead cam 4G63 motor. Or it could be an RB or an SR20. But regardless, looks pretty cool, pretty neat little game that I think that maybe we should take a look at a little bit further. I don't know. If you guys are interested, I might bite the bullet or bite the tires and go get one. Maybe we can play next week. I don't know. We'll see. That's the end for the games and stuff like that. And I think what is happening is that we're moving on to another part, which is Rohrbach, and they make some really good beer. These are adult beverages, so for anyone that's 18 or younger that are in the United States, you're not allowed. It's not okay. However, if you are looking for Rohrbach Brewing, definitely check them out on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. They got a lot of good stuff, and they make some really good brews, especially like the East Coast Kitty. So, other than that, that is all I have for you guys this afternoon. Have a wonderful and hot Friday. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's a reasonable temperature out there, and we will see you next week on Tuesday.